Hey guys, it's Skibitth here, and today we are looking at the last part of the 3-part videos of Cities Skylines 2, and today we are going to milestone number 12, which is a large city, and we are going to build the airport and lots and lots of skyscrapers, and we are going to develop the city quite brilliantly, I wanna say. We will also have a metro rail yard and stations and lines and very big highways and interchanges. It's going to be madness, trust me. You are going to love this one just before we start, a complete series, full series actually, on Cities Skylines 2. I can't wait, and I can't wait to share with you everything we do today. Let's start by looking at the city from above. This way we can know exactly, or I can show you exactly what I'm about to do today, guys, in this first phase, because it will be like 2 or 3 phases, right? So I'm thinking I'm gonna change this highway from here, and I'm gonna make it elevated, completely elevated, because it's going to be much better for the city. I'm gonna flat down the terrain, gonna get rid of this interchange, or actually intersection, also this one, and gonna make one somewhere around. I'm gonna change this one actually. I think I'm gonna do a different one, and later I'm gonna do one over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do one here, one entrance and exit. Then I'm gonna do some farmlands around here, because if we look on the map for resources, here we have a good area for farmlands, and we need that. So that will be done as well. And I'm gonna plan another train station around here in the city, and maybe even do a nice boulevard that will go on this side, because at the end we will have even an airport, guys. It's going to be a long journey for today, and it's going to be pretty cool and awesome, I tell you that. And of course we will expand more over here with the city and residential buildings, and here and there, and also, yeah, I think for now, for this first phase. But what is also very important, because I want to make another train station over here, I don't want to take the train track like so, because it would mean that trains will have to pass through the rail yard, and it's not that beautiful. So I'm gonna move the rail yard, which is a building itself. I'm gonna move it from here to here. And you know what, I think if I'm gonna do this, I think I will have to move the water station, which is not that great. It looks meh. I didn't invest into it, right? So I'm gonna move this one somewhere here too, and get rid of the lumber mills from here and plop them down there, probably. Most likely, yeah. Okay, so we are just trying to redo the highway. I'm gonna redo the highway little by little. I'm gonna buy some tiles and do more of it and whatnot, but again, little by little, because it's easier and it's better, let's say. If you're asking yourselves why the looks of the video it's completely different than before, it's just because now it's winter, and I've noticed something very interesting in each season, and I think I might say a stupid thing, but I think also in each month of the year you'll see different LUTs from the game. That's a great thing, interesting, and I don't know, I don't think it's a bad, it's quite good actually. It's quite good to have the LUT auto modifying itself. I mean, now it's winter, right? So it's more, let's say, it's colder, and the looks of it, see, it's a bit colder as well. It's more like has a tint of blue or something. Anyways, just so you know why the looks of the video, it will change from time to time. So doing the highway, it's not hard at all. And now, especially that we achieved a great town, I managed to get more points, and I unlocked the intersections, which gives me the opportunity to add already done intersections if I need to. And trust me guys, there are plenty of them and they look quite good, and you know what, it's not bad, really. It's not bad to use them. They don't seem, I mean, they look very professionally done, honestly. One of the bad things, at least for now, is that these are all ground level intersections. So if you want to place them at a higher height, or if you want to elevate everything, you have to redo it. So right now I'm just linking them, right? I link them like that. I had to raise the land in order to plop down at the same height the entire highway. But the thing is, and I didn't show here, I had to upgrade all the roads to be elevated, and you can't upgrade them or elevate it already. So what I done was basically rebuild segment by segment. I hope this will be changed eventually, and I don't know. I think it's the same like in Cities Skylines 1. I'm not sure because I haven't played Cities Skylines 1 vanilla for quite some time now, and I don't know. So what I have in my my head right now, it's only Cities Skylines 1 with mods. Here is I'm trying to do an egg about or an oval about, whatever you call it, whatever. Just because I don't want to have a small roundabout or a normal one, and that is because here will be the entrance and exit from the city, one of them, probably the main one, and lots of cars will take this roundabout, and if I make it very small, it will be full and the traffic will be bad there. So I prefer to have a big one, a much bigger one. And I'm saying that and that is because here will be the downtown of the city. So here we will have a lot of skyscrapers, lots of skyscrapers. And I already made a mistake there, and I'm gonna share it with you. The moment you get out from the roundabout, that roundabout, and go to the city, there is a small segment of a road, and that's not enough. So there will be traffic at the next roundabout, but we will talk about it later. Now we jumped on the other side of the bridge, of the highway bridge, because I bought some land over here. I need to build more farms. As I was explaining at the beginning, when I told you what we are going to do in this first part of this episode, I'm gonna build more farms. I need more farms, I need a better production, and I need, of course, to make more money. And just as a heads up, guys, at the end of this video, I'm gonna have a 1 million, whatever, sim dollars are these called, per hour. So I am rich as hell. Well, no surprise there, I'm a good mayor. And I told you, there is no way you can go bankrupt in this game. I totally love the farmlands. I really do love the farmlands, and they are a great achievement for this game. And that is because you can create almost any any shape you want, actually. You can even, let's say you can even add whatever thing in the middle, like I'm gonna add wind turbines, right? So you can add a wind turbine, and then you can create the entire farmland around that wind turbine. You can shape it like that, and it's great. Honestly, it's super nice and interesting. Over here I'm adding lots of cotton farmlands, even grain farms, I think even, the carrot farms and chicken farms. It depends what's needed, because I really do need to have a better income, a better production. And as I said, in between here and there, I'm adding the wind turbines, and that is because I need power over here, but that's not, I mean, I can take from the city, but I wanted to have a good look of it. I feel like wind turbine look great in between the farmlands. So that's what I've done. Now, as I said, in between the farmlands as well, a great achievement, and by achievement I mean for the looks, it's to add low density houses. You know, it's like someone is living there, of course, and having farms. Probably it's more like not a more American thingy, but I think you can see these kind of things in Europe as well, not only in US. And in some places where I leave some small gaps, I'm adding just trees or bushes, which when they will grow, and that will be eventually, they will look really, really great. Now moving back to the roundabout that I was telling you. As you know me already, I'm doing stuff. Usually I don't continue one thing. It depends on what the game is asking me for. So I had to go to the farmlands and then go back here. And I added that road like that because lots of people were leaving the city, and I wanted to make sure they don't just, you know, clog that roundabout, because it's not okay, right? So I don't want to have the roundabout clogged like that, especially if the cars just want to leave. So I have to just, you know, I make a special lane for those just to and connect them with the highway. Here it's a sunken boulevard, I want to call it, which eventually I'm gonna turn it, I will turn it into a complete tunnel, because I don't like it like that. I mean, it's a great thing that you can do roads like that, sunken, but I don't like it for here. So I'm gonna redo it myself later and as a tunnel. Yeah, it will be way much better. Plus, all around here, as I said, there will be a lot of offices, high-rise offices, high-density residential buildings, and big commercial buildings as well. So malls, whatever, shopping malls, and so on. So it would be a great place. That's why I chose to have this entrance from the highway over here. I needed that. I was let's say at a point I was having some issues. People were not asking to move into a high residential buildings, and I was, what's going on? And later on I found out that actually we need people to be very educated, like having a college, at least a college and a university, and people graduate there, and then they will there will be let's say an ask to go to have high density buildings, residential buildings. So yeah, it will take some time. I love the game because this time they made the game much smarter, much better, and you can actually enjoy every single bit of it and wait for things to happen. It's not like in Cities Skylines 1 when you just add and things are happening instantly. In order for them to happen, you have to wait. It's closer to reality, it's closer to real life, and I think that's a very big achievement of this game. And I don't know, I feel like waiting a bit in the game, like few hours in real life, or 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it's way much better than just to have things happening, you know, instantly. That's my own opinion, definitely. So here I'm adding let's call it the second entrance exit from the city to the highway, as I was planning, and this will be right next to the rail yard, because I am going to move the entire rail yard there. Another key thing is, which I kind of love, even though it's not super realistic, we can move buildings, right, from a point to another one. But as much if that building is big and expensive, it will cost you a lot to move it. Well, I can afford that because I'm very rich here, but I don't know, I don't feel, you know, it's a game in the end. I know it's a game, but in my opinion, if it was after me, I wouldn't have give this opportunity. So once you plopped it down, you have to destroy it. You can't move. Like in real life, you can't move a shopping mall. You can't move a rail yard like I did, even if it cost you, right? I feel it's not realistic, but hey, it's just an own opinion. So I'm moving the water facility there little by little. I'm gonna expand it later. Moving the rail yard and continuing on doing this highway entrance and exit. And I know last time I said it's very wonky and hard until you find the perfect way to play with the road tools. But guys, once you figure this out, and I'm gonna do tutorials, building roads becomes easier and pretty good. See, here is very wonky to link them with the roundabout, but again I found some tricks which will help a lot in the future. But again, lots of trial and errors, but that's why we are here, the YouTubers that do this content creator part, and we just share with you all the best things we find out. And you know, I feel it's good. I was watching myself a long time ago, you know, looking for stuff, tutorials or how-to things on the YouTube to see how you can do stuff in the games, not in Cities Skylines only, but other games too, because we played a lot. Now, you know, the city will look a bit messy, let's call it. The first part of the city that I build in the first part of this 3-episode build, but I'm not gonna get back to it, and that is because this is not going to be a series. When I'm gonna start the series, I will be doing lots and lots of changes, like I like and I love doing in Cities Skylines 1, 2 in my series. I love changing stuff, because you can't do perfect things from the beginning. You'll never, no matter how much you plan things ahead, you'll never be able to do them properly. So in time, during time, and in time, once the city will evolve, you'll see you'll have to bring changes, you have to make changes, you have to do things better in order for things to, let's say, function and work better. And I would change a lot of things, especially the low density area. I would change it. I don't like it anymore, but again, not gonna invest time in it. I want to make sure I'm gonna, let's say, I'm gonna give you more things you to see about Cities Skylines 2. So my main purpose of these 3-episode part videos is to show you as much as possible from Cities Skylines 2, but of course I'm investing time to make things look pretty cool and you know, to transform the city as much as I can. And in my opinion, at the end, I think the city looks really good. We are getting close to the end of the first part of the time lapse before going again live to show you what I've done so far. And here is just an ore, a very small industrial ore industry. Yes, it's an ore industry. Okay, so it's been a lot of work so far, and I forgot to mention about this. This is an ore extraction area, so we can have some ore. And I like the fact that when you create all these shapes from where these can extract the ore, I like that they plop down buildings and whatnot. It's really cool to have custom things like that. This is how the farm fields look like. So unfortunately it's winter and you can't see it very well. I'm gonna add like probably 1 or 2 more over here so we can have it beautifully done. But as soon as we get rid of the snow, things will be more clearer. Then here is the train station with the parking, big parking garage in front of it. Boulevard, and I'm gonna expand this one. I'm gonna talk about it very soon. I went for this. So this is the area where the cars get into the city, mostly for now. And then we have it here. And by the way, I know I've noticed, and I don't know how I kind of missed this one. We have an exit and entrance over here, but we don't have on this side. I don't know what I was thinking of. Anyways, this is doable. I mean, I'm gonna just plop down an exit here and an entrance over here. Easy peasy, very squeezy. So that's doable and pretty done quickly. Move the rail yard over here, the water station, which will be much bigger soon. So I move these. Now we got rid of all the extra train tracks. I'm gonna get rid of these ones too, because I don't need it actually. Probably I'm gonna add these two over here just for the looks or something like that for now. So that is done. And what else? Here we developed, I added a hospital, we developed the area. First skyscrapers are just born and they grow. University, well, that's it for now, for this first time build, because we go for the second scenario now. And in the second scenario you are going to see something pretty cool, and I'm saying that because over here I'm gonna do the airport, but to be able to do the airport properly, of course I'm gonna flat down a lot of this area, and I need to make another huge intersection over here, very big one actually, so cars can get very easy to the airport. And I'm gonna create here the metro rail yard first. Yeah, I think here or here or here. Oh, I think I'm gonna it's a good question. So I might go over here with the or here. We shall see, because it's time to add the metro. I know the city is not that big, but we need to, just so you guys can see it. All this is about you guys seeing lots of things about Cities Skylines too. As much as I can, I want to show you. And we can develop, we can start developing this particular area over here, and that here I want to make another university, a second university, a police station and whatnot, and lots of other skyscrapers. Because I want to get, probably I'm gonna sunken a part of this boulevard. I don't want to see like this. I don't like it. I don't know why I made it like that, but I don't like it. I think I'm gonna make it as a tunnel and get it out over here and then go on this side. Probably that's the best solution for now, guys. So yeah, the plan is done. Okay, now we continue with the downtown area, because I need to make this area better, and I need to bring more people, and this way I can actually, make things look properly. Because as I said, no matter how much you plan, you don't know what we are going to do. You find out that you plop down like a park or I don't know, a landmark or whatever, and then you find yourself saying, maybe this is going to be better here. Maybe this will look way much better if I do this. So you'll change things. So that's why even though I like being all over the place, all over the city, all over the map, I always have to go back and redo some stuff, and then I move to something else, and then I get back to it, and so on and so forth. Again, that is simply just because I get other ideas, I want to change stuff and whatnot. And this is the moment when lots and lots of skyscrapers are getting birth, or they're gonna be plopped down anyways. Because people are asking for more offices, are asking for high density residential buildings, so I'm giving to them. I need to give this to them. This is the second train station, and I think at the end of the video, I know I'm giving you like lots of information up ahead, but I think at the end of the video I will have around 50,000 people living in the city, which is good, and around 10,000 people using the public transportation system, which in my opinion, it's a win, it's a victory. It's really is a victory. Having 20% of the population using the public transportation system, it's a win. And yes, it's way much better than Cities Skylines 1, where there are lots of problems with the public transportation. So the AI of this game, it's 10 times better, even more. Sadly, we don't have a tool to plop down multiple bushes and trees. You have to plop them down one by one, and it takes a lot of time. And yes, it takes a lot of time for them to grow, as you know, from a small bush or a small tree to a big one, to an adult tree and bush. But you know, it's take like I believe it takes around 6 months plus in the game, which is a lot in real time too, like lots of time. And definitely you cannot play the game other than at the third speed, so it's super speed, super fast, because even so it's not that fast. At least that's what I felt. And another cool thing that I noticed is all the parks. When you plop down parks and even landmarks or universities and whatever that has trees, they will all be plopped down with baby trees. So the trees will grow up as the other tree that you plop down manually. And I noticed that pretty late, unfortunately, but I noticed it, and it's really cool, because I was looking later at the end of this video, when I'm gonna do the last show of the city. I noticed I'm gonna notice some really the parks looking great with full adult trees. It really is great. And you know what? I haven't checked out the boulevards with the trees in the middle, because some of them have fully grown trees and I haven't checked them out. Interesting. Anyway, here I'm preparing the space for an additional university later on. So in the end, we will have 3 universities in the city. So it's quite even though it's a small city, we will have 3 universities. I know it's too much for this point, but you know what? It's for the good, it's for the best. Just again, it's a showcase of this game for you guys. So this is the second university that I'm plopping down here. This humongous one. It's the health, the healthcare university. So people are studying to become doctors. And I'm just plopping down lots of other stuff. A police station near it. How is it called? Welfare office or something like that. So people who are poor can go there, and I don't know what they get from the welfare office, whatever. It's funny. And right here I'm plopping down the rail yard behind the train station. I don't know, the reason why I've done that is because I feel like it looks better-ish, because there are, you know, it looks like a rail yard too there, and it's a rail yard but for metro stations, for metro. I don't know, eventually I think I'm gonna move it to somewhere else. It's going to be moved, not I am for sure. I'm gonna move it very close to the airport that I am going to build. Zoning is cool, by the way. I am one of those persons that in Cities Skylines 1 in my series, I will always plop down manually buildings, and for me that is the most boring thing ever. In Cities Skylines 2, I'm gonna play a lot vanilla, honestly. Even though there will be lots of mods and assets released by lots of creators, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna play the game by the book as a vanilla, but of course I'm gonna use eventually some mods, some custom assets and so on, but I'm gonna play the game by the book. The reason why I'm gonna use mods is just to make things much better and beautifully, and also I'm gonna use assets, custom assets, because the city will look way much better, and that is because we will have more things. Even the vanilla buildings, they look amazing. Honestly, they look very good, but you know, it's good to have a diversity, and that will do the difference in my opinion. So custom assets, and of course the future DLCs that will be released will be better, much better. So I can't wait for the content creator to start doing some assets for the Cities Skylines 2. Honestly, it's going to be awesome. Here I'm working for the big part, another part of the city, which is right next to the second train station that I created there. Here is we are going to have also some offices, residential buildings, but I'm gonna have some, how do you call it, some extra buildings, such as post office, sorting facility and whatnot. Then here I'm doing the first metro line and first metro stations. I plop these down like in the low density area, in the industrial area, and in the downtown, and right next to the main train station. It's not going to be a very long metro station, and that is also like logical because we don't have a big city. And I had to take out this metro station or metro line over there over the water, and that is because it was the only way to make it like that without making, you know, a very awkward shape of the metro line. Nonetheless, it looks okay in the end, in my opinion. Now, the funny and interesting part it's going to, let's say, follow, and this is the airport area. And to have an airport, we need a nice exit from the highway. So I'm gonna use another intersection already done by the Colossal order, and I'm gonna play really nicely with it and with the entire area over here. So I'm just going to make a very cool shape of the highway and then have an interesting exit from the highway. So I'm gonna, it's a lot of trial and error, but in my opinion, in the end, it's going to look pretty awesome. Let's say it's not like a very familiar one for any of you guys, but you know what, it doesn't even have to be like that, and that is simply because it fits for this area. For me, from my point of view, this one fits for this area and going to kind of work perfectly. So I'm gonna make a very small area with the 4 lanes per way, because I want those cars that are getting into the highway or exiting the highway to have a proper exit and entrance, but eventually then they will have to change back to 3 lane. That's how it is. Usually these kind of things are, you know, you have to keep the 4 lane, for instance, for a few kilometers and then change back to 3 lanes. This way the cars have the time to, you know, speed up and whatever, just to make things safer and smoother. But it is what it is. I don't have kilometers enough here. This is the airport. This is the, I don't know if it's called national airport or something like that. It's not the international one. It's not the big one. So there is another one, but I need 8 points to unlock that one. 8 development points to unlock the international one. And no offense, come on, it's a showcase video, but still I don't have a city that big to show. It's only 40k population city. I don't think it's okay to have an international airport, not yet. But I can't wait, honestly, I can't wait to start the series, my first series of Cities Skylines 2, and I think it's going to be very soon, sooner than the release time. And I can't wait to release episodes and developing a city into something that is going to look awesome. And expect a lot of tutorial videos as well, guys, because this game needs lots of tutorials like the Cities Skylines one needed, and it's very helpful and going to be pretty cool as well. Here, that's what I thought for let's say a nice entrance from the city. So that we have 2 entrances, one directly from the city, from the downtown, and the second one is from the highway. But nonetheless, you can take the highway from the lower part of the city and from the downtown too, if you want to get, let's say, faster there or whatever. And lots of parking lots are going to be plopped down near the airport, because, you know, you have to park and ride, how you say it, right? So I need to have these kind of things here. Plus I can make money out of parking lots. This is how you make the millions, guys. Millions. There is another train station right next to the airport too, of course. We need that. And the good thing about this one is that every single train station can be upgraded with shops right? You can have shops with taxi stands and with a metro line, or metro station and line, of course. So there will be a sunken metro line there and station, which is really great. So we can link that in the future. You don't have to add an extra metro station to the airport. You already have one if you have a train station. Here I'm gonna try my very best to make a nice road to link from the highway, so we can get cars to the airport, but I went for something else, and eventually, unfortunately, I don't have that part where I made this interesting loop, but I'm gonna show it to you soon when we're gonna have a look at, like a live look at the build itself. And I moved the metro rail yard, and that is because I think it looks way much better over here next to the airport. We have more space, and then we need that I will need to make a tunnel to get the metros, right, the subways from the rail yard to the main lines, and to do so I need to get it through a tunnel. And where the previous rail yard was metro rail yard was placed, let's say the tunnel was very steep and very, let's say, unrealistic, and I didn't like it. So now I can play a bit better with the metro lines. There will be a second line of metro that will go from the airport, but I don't think I will have the time to finish that one. And then I need to find a solution to move people from the train station to the airport quicker. A cool thing is that you can do that by linking the pathway with the road itself, but here I am not allowed to do so, and that is because the airport is very close nearby. But you know what, I will find the solution. Now the last scenario, guys, because we already done what it is, right? So before going for the last scenario, this is what we achieved. This is how nice touchdown. So this is the airport. This is the normal one. It's not the big one, not the international airport, the huge one. This is the city airport. So I went here with a train station that it's having also a metro station too. Then just added a few buildings over here, like offices and whatnot, garages, big garages, so people can park and ride and take the airplane. And then here we have a big bus station, parking lots and whatnot, and the big intersection that is quite crazy. And yes, I ended up having the metro rail yard over here. I don't know, don't judge me too much about this one. I didn't know exactly how to take the road from here over these train tracks, so I thought, why not doing something crazier, like a loop? And yep, voila, it is the loop. And I went for something different, for a highway exit, something like this. Not very usually done, it's not like that, but it's not very usual anyways. I like it, and I'm gonna keep it as it is. Here I went for a big, what is this called? Post-sorting facility. Yeah, a post-sorting facility. This is the new university. We have another little football stadium. We have the police over here, right? The police, yes. What is this? Is the welfare office, fire station, firefight station, and so on. I like it. I'm very happy with how things turned out. We have another bridge over here in the city, and it looks so good. It looks very good. I like it. And I turned this to, first I kept it as a national road, let's say, and I turned it into a huge boulevard, more lanes, of course. And here I added sound barriers for so people won't complain that much. We'll see more about it at the end of the video. Now in this scenario, the third scenario, I'm gonna do a few things more. I'm gonna add another university, a third one, so you can see it. I wanna add a castle. There is a castle. I think I'm gonna add them somewhere here on the upper town, let's call it. Then over here I need to fill in all this area with lots of residential buildings and whatnot. And I need to add a metro station over here to link it with this line, which by the way goes into the ground over here. We already have, right? I think I have here. So we have a few metro stations added through the city. I mean, at this point, where is it here? At this point, we have a lot, 8.5k people taking the public transportation. It's just based, it's amazing. And almost 1k taking already the metro, which is very great. It's amazing. Only 18 taking the airplane, but that's these kind of things will change. And of course, it is not that big. And I was promising you that I'm gonna show you the farm fields during the summer as well. I'm glad with the end and with the final looks. I like it. I don't like this one. It's ugly. I need to change that. Ugly. Really, really happy with it. Oh, that's big. This has to be destroyed. And I really feel like these farm fields look just amazing. Really beautiful. Imagine you're working here and just see the city. It's just great. Really great. Okay, what else? So I'm thinking to do over here a recycling center. Then from here just move with the road on this side and have an oil industry, a very small oil industry and a few other things. Yeah, I think that would be great. Even though it's a bad choice, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a bad choice. Where is here? Air pollution. The wind is going like that, which means that the entire pollution will go this way, and it means here I cannot build any buildings. But again, this city is just to have something like that. I don't wanna plan. Again, I'm not planning a series. I will change to a different map to build my city. And for the last part of the time lapse, we're gonna build another, let's say, industrial area, and that is the oil industry. I wanted to make it happen. I wanna see how this one looks like. I'm gonna make also very small, how should I call it? A stone farm? I know it sounds strange. It's in industrial, of course. Farm? I don't know. They just take stones from the ground. It looks interesting. At first I thought that I will need to do it on a, let's say, a mountain or on a ore deposit or whatever. No, you can plop it down anywhere, like you can plop down the chicken farms. So I did that too. And again, same thing as farms. You can do whatever shape you want and make them look pretty cool. And as I said, with the ore industry, they look pretty cool because they have those small buildings on top of these areas, and they are very random and cool, and they will not repeat themselves that much. So it's cool and interesting at the same time. Honestly, I totally love it. This is going to be not an industrial area, and I'm gonna tell you at the end of this time lapse that I know it's a stupid place to plop them down, but it is what it is. And the reason why it's stupid is because the wind blows from this area towards almost the city. So yeah, the pollution is going to reach a bit the city, plus it's not going to let me plop down more or to build more residential areas right next to the airport. It is what it is, right? Here is the third university that I was telling you about. This one, it's something about the research or something. I forgot the name of it, but it's another cool looking one. See, you can see those small trees over there, but later, 1 year later, you will see the trees being fully grown. And yeah, I was doing these roads because I wanted to make another residential area over here, but I actually noticed and saw that it's too much. Eventually it's going to be a bit too much, and I'm not going to be able to fill in the entire map because I need to stop at the large city, at the end of the large city milestone, and if I expand the city more, I'm gonna move to the 13th milestone, and I cannot do that, so I have to stop. And you'll see that even though I'm gonna plop down some residential buildings, I will stop eventually. Anyways, it is what it is. And it's summer, guys. So see, the LED is different, completely different than the winter season and whatnot. So yeah, I totally love this one. I keep telling you this because I want you to observe it and to be aware of it. Now, when it comes to parks, you have to make them yourself. I mean, this is not going to work as a park, but it's going to look as a park because I plopped down some pathways, trees, flowers and whatnot around it, so this is going to look pretty cool. But yeah, people just gonna walk here, not gonna use it as a park or, you know, gather there to relax or whatever. No, unfortunately, no. So another stone into another brick to our polluted industry is going to be this one. This is actually a recycling center. In my opinion, it shouldn't be very, or actually, let's say, polluting at all. It shouldn't pollute at all because it's a recycling center. But I might be wrong. Maybe this one, because they don't burn stuff. Anyways, it pollutes. It is what it is. And because it pollutes, I was like, okay, if it pollutes, let me add few small industrial buildings too, just for the looks. And eventually later I'm gonna add this incinerator plant too, to make more electricity, because I need more electricity. And the reason why I need more electricity is because I don't want to buy from the neighbors. I want to sell to the neighbors electricity. Yes, that's how we roll over here. Honestly, I didn't check to see if it's economically speaking, of course, if it's better to buy or to have your own power plants to export and then sell the extra. It depends on the how much you pay to have. Anyways, you know what? Doesn't really matter. Enough with the time lapses. Let's have a look at the city at the end, guys. Okay, so we are finally done, guys. Let's have the final look at the city. This city, probably I'm gonna upload the save game when the game will be also released, of course, on my Patreon account with all my patrons to have it. And if you guys want to have a look at it, you can have a look at the city, because as I said, I'm gonna start a complete new map and city to have a proper series. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like there are too many skyscrapers. I don't know, probably me being an European, it's not very familiar to see so many skyscrapers. It looks more like an American city, and that's definitely not something I was looking to achieve. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, so here is the oil, small oil industry. Looks pretty cool, honestly. Why not? It's not bad at all, and I like the oil pumps as well. To be honest with you, I feel like these kind of things should be more scarce on the map. So you have like a very small field here, another small field here, like in real life, not like a huge. But it is what it is, right? So nothing we can do about it. This is the other university. I was telling you the third one, and I think there is a fourth one too. And this is the castle. I know it's not nice having the castle surrounded by buildings, but I just wanted to have more residents in the city than to want to have this area very empty. But to be honest with you, this castle would have been somewhere in the middle of the city on a hill. This is something I'm gonna definitely do in my series. when I'm gonna start it. What else? Here, well, we have a lot of other things. We filled in these gaps over here as I promised. Still the trees. I had to leave almost 1 year, maybe not 1 year, maybe almost 1 year to the game to run. 1 year in the game, of course, so we can have all the trees grow. But still, I think some of these are still not yet fully grown. But these are oak trees, and I love them. And I don't know, is there something I haven't showed you guys? Here I haven't changed anything. Oh yeah, the recycling center is over here. So this is the recycling center, and I was telling you that this area is fully now polluted, which is bad. But it is what it is, right? And now the water station is getting bigger. Again, didn't invest too much time on it. I don't know. I really feel and hope this is very sexy for you too, guys, because I definitely like it. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you the interchange or intersection. This is how it looks in the end. And I kind of love this bridge, pedestrian bridge. This one and also this one, people are actually really taking the bridge to cross the area. And this is how the final forest looks like here now that it's fully grown. Please ignore the FPS, guys. This FPS is like that because I have a problem with my PC. It's not from the game, it's with my PC. I have a problem with my software that is recording this, and not only. I need to find a solution and a problem with it, but it is what it is. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to see more, and stay tuned because very soon, very soon, before the release time, I'm gonna start the series with Cities Skylines 2. Take care, be nice, safe, and I salute you.